Hi, I'm David Gantt. I'm running for the Buncombe County Commission chair. On the campaign trail, I get a lot of questions about why are you running? What is your vision? What difference will you make? I'd like to share some of my ideas with you. And a lot of it goes back to my beginning here. When I first came to town 28 years ago, my wife and I had a lot of college debt. We had a lot of dreams that maybe I could start a business and have a successful career here. And then we had dreams that our children would have good schools to go to that would prepare them for good jobs down the road. Well, when I first got here, I didn't have an office to practice in. I actually practiced out of the back of my Ford Pinto. I remember the passenger seat didn't even catch, so whoever sat in the passenger seat was in for a ride within a ride because the seat would slip up and down. I practiced out of the car, and I'd meet clients at the courthouse because I didn't have an office to go to. Every once in a while they'd say, "Well, Mr. Gantt, let me meet you at the office." And I'd say, no, courthouse is better, because I didn't have an office to go to. But from that very humble beginning, I've been able to build a law office that I'm very proud of. I've got a lot of wonderful people working with me, and I had a chance to meet the American dream because I started with nothing. And my vision for Buncombe County is that every single one of us that wants to work hard can have a good job, you can find a house that you can afford to live in, and that you have the same opportunities as I did to raise your children in good schools so that when they graduate, they're ready for the workforce or ready for college and ready to be productive citizens on their own. I also think part of my vision involves taking care of these mountains. If anybody thinks that development has stopped, they're sadly mistaken. And we want development here, but what we don't want is careless and thoughtless development. We don't want to have our mountaintops raked off and trees cut down thoughtlessly and without any kind of controls. And part of my dialogue and what I want to do as your chairman and my vision for this area is to sit down and talk about the tough issues about how we're going to deal with development. How are we going to do with groundwater? How are we going to do with ridge tops? How are we going to deal with steep slopes? I've been a leader on that. My opponent wants to fight all this. He's against all this. But I've not only led the fight, we've got a lot of good laws that have been passed in the past few years. I want to keep that going. And with your help, I can do that. If I lose, I'm off the commission. There's no second chance for me. It's all or nothing. It's a one-on-one race. So I'd ask for your support. I ask for your vote. I'm David Gantt, your candidate for Buncombe County Commission Chair, and thanks for listening.